Sex workers have little to celebrate this Workers' Day because of a lack of legislation protecting their rights. Because, as you know, in this country, sex work has not yet been decriminalized. Many face safety threats from police officers, as we've documented in the past, as well as some of their clients. Let's talk about this further. We can speak tonight with the Commission for Gender Equality spokesperson, Javu Baloyi. Javu, a very good evening to you. Welcome to the program. Just on the issue of sex work, we're talking about sex workers as professionals, I suppose, in this instance, but the problem is that in the legislation, this is not decriminalized, and they therefore have very little official protection, don't they?
Thank you very much, and good evening to the wonderful viewers. We believe sex workers, yet they still don't have time to celebrate Workers' Day. As a Commission for Gender Equality, we have embarked in a process wherein we even delivered the report to parliamentarians. We have delivered it to various institutions whereby we call on for the decriminalization of sex work in South Africa. However, we are pleased of late that we had a Deputy Minister of Justice and Constitutional Development, Mr. John Jeffries, saying that, they are going to do a very consultative process, which the Commission will also be giving input to it, wherein sex workers our position on decriminalization will be consulted upon, and that's a welcoming news. However, the speed in which we're moving at, it's not pleasing, because sex workers continue to bear the brand of harassment. They continue to suffer at the hands of some of the police officers. Those that are also being their ringleaders are also exploiting them tremendously. So we cannot therefore say that sex workers must celebrate Workers' Day, yet their rights are constantly being infringed. So that's something that we need to look at it, and the Department of Justice must move with speed in order to get a position that is very clear.
Is decriminalization of sex work, Javu, the same as formalization of the industry, of the sector?
No, it is not. It is very, very, very different.
Mm-hmm.
This is where people get it wrong most of the times, and I'm glad you have asked that question. When we decriminalize, we are saying that the sex workers, it will be, a willingness on their own volition to be a sex worker. Some of them are being forced, some were being harassed at their home, some were being raped. There are a lot of myriads of reasons why they are sex workers. And we can, even when we decriminalize, we are able to get social workers, we're able to get psychologists and also health department to come and engage with them and get them off the street and empower them with the skills, the necessary skills for them to go and do something. But when we formalize it, we're saying that, my daughter can tell me today, says Tembekile, that, look, Papa, I want to be a sex worker. That will be given. So, and then you will be shocked, because, more often than not, we think that, sex workers have got freedom. They can't unionize. They can't also access health facilities. They're being, some of the things are forced against their will. They make a lot of money, but at the end of the day, they have nothing. Some of them, are high on drugs based on our report that we have. So we're not saying that, let's legalize sex work. Let's decriminalize for them not to suffer the brutality of the police, for them not to have ringleaders, for them to stand on their own. It will be their free will to be sex workers.
Mm-hmm.
But as it is now, there are a lot of reasons why some of them are on the street, and we can help save some of them if they want to be saved, if they want to go back to the normal life that they used to be. That it will be through decriminalization of sex work.
So decriminalization, as you were saying, there's now progress being made in that direction. Why has it taken us so long to get some movement on this? And how much longer do you think we're likely to have to wait before sex work is decriminalized?
We do not know from the side of government why did they take this long to come to this realization that they need to start the consultative process. The pressure also from civil society, including the Commission for Gender Equality, was also there's no way in which the government will have looked out at the other side. But we're glad, Tembekile, that we are here today, that they are doing something. Maybe they wanted to have their own system in place. I don't think by the end of the year, we're hoping that everything will be sorted out, that a clear picture will, because remember, it's not only us that are calling for decriminalization. Almost even the sex workers themselves, they are in support of the position of the criminalization. So what then will then happen is that The department will go to the 9 provinces. They've started with some of the consultative processes where the commission will be invited upon to also to talk on our position that we have presented before Parliament, so that we move with speed. We're hoping by December this year there will be a clear picture and a clear direction from the Department of Coastal Development.
Javu Baloyi, spokesperson for the Commission for Gender Equality, thank you for your time.